everybody. I just wanted to go over the home learning plan for this week and the following weeks. We'll follow the same routines and procedures every week to try and keep it as simple as we can. So in Seesaw, I will have pinned a schedule for the week. And by pinning, I mean it'll look like this, so it'll stay at the top of the feed so it doesn't get buried in the other things. So this is the pinned plan for Monday, November 9th. If you click on the picture, okay, if there's any links, so like on this Wednesday, there's a link. If you click from here, it won't work. You need to go down here and you're going to click View Original. Okay. Once you view Original, then all the links will work, and this is a lesson that the kids will watch on Wednesday. Okay. I'm not going to go over that right now, but because we don't need it. So I'm going to close out of that, but you can kind of see our plan for the whole week. So on Monday, the kids will log on from 8:15 to 9:30. During that time, we'll be working on writing. And if your child is at home, they have brought home their writing folder. In their writing folder, the plan says that I need my narrative writing booklet. That's this. Okay, so this will be what they'll need. Okay, so writing, all the materials are in the writing folder for writing. Okay, so we'll work on that live, and there'll be a lesson and some work time. The next one, phonics, they'll just need their slates. So it says that's the skill where we'll be working on the ng sound, and then they'll need their slates. If there is anything like on Tuesday, we're going to be reviewing the ng sound, and we're going to be doing a box sheet. Anything for phonics that they need will be in the school to home bag, a single piece of paper, and I just give a little description here. Okay. Same for grammar. Anything grammar related that they need will be in their school to home folder. So this will be in there for the kids who are at home. This will be in there for the kids on Tuesday that are at home, and we'll be doing the same thing here in class. Okay. So that's what we'll be working on in the morning during our live times. The afternoon times are a little bit more complicated just because we have Phi-Ed. 2 of the days, I wish they could be at the same time, but we have Phi-Ed. So on Mondays and Fridays, the lives are from 1:20 to 2 o'clock, and on Tuesdays and Thursdays, the lives are from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Now, they might not be on with me that entire time. We'll get started with a lesson generally. There might be some type of game that we'll play, and then maybe some guided practice where we'll be working through some of the pages together. And then it'll be independent practice where the students are working by themselves. If they feel that they can complete the task without me, they can go ahead and sign out and finish it up. Okay? If they're needing help, or if they have questions about anything, then they would want to stay on that whole time. And the kids here in class are going to be working on the same thing. So I'll just be walking around the room available to whoever is needing some extra help at that time. Okay, so this is the plan for the whole week. Okay, I'm going to close out of that. Those are the live times. That's live instruction for me. So there's 2 different parts that we'll be working on. There's live instruction with Mrs. Osterhaus. 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. And then there's the independent work time where students are working independently through their checklist that looks like this. So this is in the school to home folder. There'll be a new one every day. They can do a paper copy like this, which works for the hybrid model because I'm able to print it off and get it to the students. Or they can do it virtually. Okay? So from this pinned post, if you click Add Response, I just have to go through the sample student. Here it is virtually. Okay. The first thing on the list says, check Seesaw for any booklets that Mrs. Osterhaus assigned to you. Any books are due by the end of the week. So each student has 1 book for the whole week. There's a lot of activities that go along with the book, and I wouldn't expect the kids to be able to sit down and complete all the activities in one setting just because there is a lot. Okay. The picture over here is just a sample. Okay. It won't be this book. Okay. I just put a screenshot of an example book, but I'm not going to change it out. It's just an example of what the books might look like. So you'll go into Seesaw and see. Okay, so here's one that I am pulling up here, and they would click Add Response. There's directions here. They can listen to the instructions by clicking there, and I'm just reading through it. So Add Response, they can pull up the book. Okay. watch the little videos. The orange draft button right here is going to be useful if they complete one of the things within the activity and then it's lunchtime. They can hit the orange draft button to save it for next time so they don't do it all in one sitting. This will save their work up until that point, and then they can open it back up. The green check mark submits it right to Mrs. Osterhaus. So if you hit the green check mark, and it's kind of like turning it in, then it's in my hands. And if you need it back for something, then you have to ask for it back. Okay, so only hit the green check mark when all of the things, the activities at the end, are all done. Okay, so I'm going to close out of that and go back to this screen here. Okay, so once that's done, you can use a pencil and check it off, or you can use the writing tool and give yourself a check mark there. The next one is read to self. Read to self for 15 minutes. Kids need to practice reading to become better readers. Okay, the books that they could read are in here. They could read from Epic. They know how to do that. They could read from Reading A to Z, the little robot app. They know how to do that. They could read books at home, 15 minutes. When that's done, check mark. Okay, or a paper copy would be check mark on here. Word sorts. We started this in class. We will do a sort every day except on Wednesday. And it's really important you just do what is assigned on that day. So every Tuesday is a new sort. Let me pull up a sort here. You can look it over. So day 1, listen to the introduction. That's this video. Match the words to their pictures. Sorting. Reading each column. Orange draft button to save the work for next time. That's on Tuesdays. Wednesday, we don't do a sort. Thursday, we'll do this. It's the rainbow, right? Friday, they write their, they sort, read, and write them in a sentence. And then on Monday, so like tomorrow, they're going to sort the words, use the microphone to record yourself reading the words, and then finally hit the green check mark to submit it to Mrs. Osterhaus. And then on Tuesday, they're going to have a new sort again. So this video, when they click on that, they watch a video and I give them instruction on what their skill is within their word sorts. The word sorts are what's helping kids learn how to spell. I had some families curious about spelling. In Writer's Workshop, we focus on being more brave spellers. Word sorts is when we're teaching book spelling. So learning, like this one, is learning those patterns with the short I words. So once that's done, give myself a check mark. Next thing, remember all these things are done independently when the kids have time, not with Mrs. Osterhaus. That's the Google Meet time. One page in the sight word folder. Right now, most of the kids have something that looks like this. One page, nothing to submit to Mrs. Osterhaus. I'll know that it's done when I see that check mark. So you'll just work through the packet doing a one page on each home learning day. When that one's done, you need something, reach out, let me know. Okay. Check Seesaw for anything extra. Often kids are needing extra practice, or maybe they're needing to be challenged. Every kid's needs are very different, and so check Seesaw, because you might have something sitting in there that isn't necessarily on this plan because it's not for everybody, but it might be something unique to you. So check Seesaw for something extra. If there's not, or maybe you did it, give yourself a check mark. 10 minutes of iReady reading and 10 minutes of iReady math. That's on the iPad. They go in through Clever. It's that C, and it should log them in automatically, and then they give themselves a check mark. So when this is all done, and if you're doing it virtually, you just hit the check mark there. Let's say you did it with a paper copy. So you're going to take a picture of it like this, go this way. This is always a fun game, right? Okay, and then hit the check mark. Okay, so Mrs. Osterhaus knows it's done. Then you can hit the green check mark and it goes to me. And then I know you did all of your independent things throughout the day as well. Okay. The kids also are bringing home their math. So in the afternoon, when it's time for math, any math activities that they need will be in their math folder. And it's really important that they bring the writing folder and the math folder back and forth every day, because if the folder's sitting at home and we're ready to do 3.2 and their folder's at home with their things, then they don't have what they need for class. So make sure that they're bringing both of these back and forth every day. The sight words can stay home. We don't need that. And once this is submitted, it can stay home as well. I don't need this. Okay. And this paper copy is just for at home as well. So that can just stay home. Let's see. So we talked about the plan. The list of things done independently is the booklet, read to self, word sort, sight words, anything extra, and iReady reading and iReady math. Goal is 10 minutes of those each day. Okay. Anything else throughout the day, if kids are needing help with something, I'm happy to jump on. Otherwise, you can email me, you can message me through Seesaw, and we'll stay in touch. Let me know if you need anything between now and then. I hope you guys have a great Sunday. Bye-bye.